wish I never met you. I don't think there was any good reason behind it. I think it was an accident. Like fate got distracted looking at its phone, and when it looked back up, we'd crashed into each other and it was too late. The damage was done and we had met. I don't think it was a good lesson or that it made me tougher or a better person. I think it just became part of the reason I'm not the same anymore. The reason I'm so closed off, the reason I don't trust people the way I used to. I don't think we were supposed to meet. I think it was a complete misfortune. And sometimes I think about the day it happened and how one minor decision could have stopped the whole thing. One moment could have saved me years. Because if we had never met, I would still be all the good parts of me and there would be a few less parts that need to be fixed. And I would still go for drives, but you wouldn't enter my thoughts like you were robbing a bank. And I would still have these friends, but we would not reflect on how warped I was during the years you were a part of my life. And I would still have fallen in love again, and it wouldn't have taken as much reassurance. I wouldn't have been shocked that love is so different than I had originally thought. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, sure, but I'd be strong anyway, and the time I spent around you is dead to me, wasted time. I wish I never met you. I wish fate had been paying attention. It was an accident that wasn't waiting to happen, a calamity, a catastrophe, a mistake.
I know you might not be able to see this while you're in it, but looking back, you're going to realize how much of a gift them walking away from you actually was. Like how much of a gift them not reciprocating your effort, them not calling you back, them not making time for you, them not giving you the things that you wanted to do. How much of a gift that really is. Because at the end of all this, you're never going to have to settle for a person that settled for you. You're never going to have to sit here and live off the clearance rack love because you have a person that's willing to pay full price. I think a lot of us have been so caught up with the person we put on the pedestal that we don't realize that they aren't who they actually are. We pretend they are. They're not this person that you are creating in your mind. And when you are able to wake up from that slumber, from that dream, you're going to see that they weren't that. And you're going to sit there and be so grateful that you didn't settle for a person that couldn't love you fully, that you didn't stop yourself from something that is going to pour into you completely because you wanted something that you thought or you convinced yourself was better. It's hard to see it now. But when you look back at it, you're going to be so grateful that thing didn't happen.
You want to hear something fucked up about life? Sometimes we meet people to show them what true, unconditional love is. And sometimes those people met us to show us not to be so naive with that true, unconditional love. And there's a lesson in that. Hopefully that person goes on and treats somebody the way you treated them. And hopefully you go on understanding that not everybody deserves the kind of love that you have. It's a hard lesson. It's one where both people benefit, but in the moment it feels like somebody used you. It's just life. Sometimes we feel as though we lose, but in the end we truly win. Because we helped another person see the light, and they had to show us the dark. And that's a fact.
When you meet someone who falls in love with you, someone who loves every part of you, someone who stands by you through the good, the bad, someone who sees you for you, imperfections and all, and you break their heart, and they still manage to love you the same, respect you the same, value you the same, speak to you the same, just know you lost an important person. And 9 times out of 10, you'll never get them back. 9 times out of 10, you won't experience someone like that ever again. Because those type of people are rare. And they're not easy to come by. Not in this generation.